Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Minnesota State Park Hiking Club Trail series. Today we travel to Little Falls, Minnesota, to take the hiking club trail at Charles A. Lindbergh State Park. Charles A. Lindbergh State Park was established by the Minnesota legislature in 1931 and named to honor Charles A. Lindbergh, a United States congressman that served Minnesota's 6th District from 1907 to 1917. By that time, he was already father to another notable Charles A. Lindbergh, who anyone who has flown into Minnesota through Terminal 1 has heard his name dozens of times. The park, although named after the aviator's father, is in no small part meant to preserve the American hero's childhood home. The State Park Hiking Club Trail passes by the location of where he landed, or more accurately crashed, his plane after his first solo flight. Charles A. Lindbergh State Park is one of the state parks that allows for the rental of the accessibility track chairs that serve as all-terrain vehicles for those with mobility limitations, allowing them to experience the trails. They are able to be reserved at no cost to explore designated trails within the park. We spotted several of them out on the trail as we took this hike. The main section of the park doesn't have any trails that are directly on the Mississippi, but a second section of the park does, located north of Little Falls. The hiking club trail is located in the southern and main section of the park, but the northern section, called the Little Elk area, is worth a stop and has trails along the river that are definitely worth checking out. Wildlife at the park includes numerous birds, as it is close to the Mississippi, such as mallard, teal, wood duck, goldeneye, Canadian geese, bald eagles, warblers, and other songbirds, hawks, and owls. There are also white-tailed deer, fox, raccoons, and other small animals that live within the oak, aspen, and conifer forests of the park. There is also a prairie section located in the northwestern section of the park, which the hiking club trail meanders through. A quick note here. I would ensure you visit the park during a time of year when the bugs will be lessened by the weather, as when we visited the park, the bugs were absolutely swarming. No amount of bug spray or speed on the trail was able to deter the mosquitoes in the woods and horseflies in the prairie, so come prepared, or plan your trip around it. It truly is a beautiful park, but the bugs were the worst of any of the other 68 trails we took while completing this State Park Hiking Club series. So be warned, plan ahead, and be prepared. The State Park Hiking Club Trail checks in at 2.8 miles and starts from the main visitor center near the tower, located in the main section of the park. The trail itself is a large loop trail, but it begins from one point, and then after a short jaunt, it splits right after crossing Pine Creek. It was shortly after Pine Creek where the mosquitoes came in force, despite the ample amount of bug spray we had used. Fortunately, I had researched it and heard bugs might be a problem, so I was wearing long pants, a hooded sweatshirt to help mitigate the swarms of bugs. We turned left after the bridge, choosing to start with the southern section of the loop. It's a lush, green, forested area that has significant underbrush. The trail, however, is wide and comfortable, so you won't be brushing against the vegetation on the side. The conditions were a little muddy, and this trail seems like it could get quite muddy if it's been raining a lot. So keep the recent weather plans in mind as you plan your trip, as it will likely increase the bug's intensity as well. Roughly halfway through the trail, there's a clearing in the woods you can walk out to. This is where Jenny crashed. Jenny was Charles's first plane, one that he flew and crashed more than a few times. It crashed here at the park, in Glencoe, and another site in Savage, Minnesota. Shortly after that small clearing, the trail continues north, and you finally walk out to a sunny clearing. The mosquitoes melted away from us as we emerged from the forest, but they were replaced by enormous horseflies in short order. The field is alive with the sounds of birds, which is a wonderful melody for the hike. My favorite part of the trail is the bridge that you cross over Pine Creek at. Admittedly, this is influenced by the fact that I had to move quite quickly due to large swarms of mosquitoes during the larger sections of the park. The bridge over the creek was the last area before we were attacked in full force, but it's also a gorgeous overhang of the creek. The woods around it are bright and beautiful, and I love the sound of water from a creek bubbling by. It's one of those ideal forest streams I'm always going on about. Just looking out from the bridge down the creek into the woods is like my favorite view of these types of hikes. Sure, it doesn't quite have that ancient, deep forest stream like you see at Center Falls, but it's got a different, brighter sort of charm for a forest stream. And the stones you can just imagine hopping along as a child in the shot here just increase the beauty of this scene. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. Since we're coming to the end of the State Park Hiking Club trails, let us know down in the comments which series of trails you'd like to see next.